How's it gang? Hello and welcome back to Uncle Junior's DIY and NK stuff. You know, in today's video, Uncle gonna take a break from doing home repairs or renovations. I'm gonna do my very first cooking video, and I'm kind of excited because I didn't have any practice in making cooking videos. So I'm gonna do this video, and you gotta excuse me because some of my angles wasn't right and some of the focusing wasn't right. But hey, you know, it's my first video, and I took some mistakes that I made, and hopefully my next one will be better than the one I just did. But you know, it's still a good video that I think that you will enjoy. And I'm just gonna do my take on what my lumpia looks like and how to make them. Auntie loves lumpia, and you know, I tried a lot of lumpias in my time, and I love all the lumpias that Uncle tried. There wasn't one lumpia that I didn't like. But for Uncle, I like to make my lumpia where, you know, it's a meal, you know, where, you know, it's not a snack or an appetizer. But like I said, it's my first video, and I think I did pretty good, you know. And so, you know, this is not even my kitchen. You know, Uncle working in his house today, okay? But I'm gonna go home, and I'll let you take a look at my video, and hope you enjoy my version of lumpia, and you know, go try them, okay? So thanks for watching, gang, and hey, let's go in my kitchen, okay? Take care, gang, and hope you enjoy the video. Hello. So Uncle gonna start off by preparing the filling, okay? All ingredients for the filling. So Uncle bought some previously frozen shrimp. As far as the amount I buy, it's up to you how much shrimp you want to add to your filling. So Uncle is peeling the shells off, and when you get to the bottom, you see the tail. I usually pinch the tail and then pull that end off, okay? So that way you don't waste the end. You know, you get more of the meat and let the meat stuck in the tail. And pinch and pull, okay? So Uncle gonna slice them in half, and I'm just gonna chop up in, you know, enough for like maybe dice them up a little bit, you know. So I already diced up some already in a bowl, as you can see, because I'm not gonna spend all day trying to show you how to cut up shrimp, because I'm sure you folks know how to cut up shrimp already. Okay, so let's cut up the shrimp, get them all bite-sized, so at least you get on shrimp in every bite. And here is the cabbage. I'm going to slice up some cabbage. You know, usually lumpia get cabbage, so just slice up some cabbage. And you know, as far as the amount of filling you want, the cabbage, same way. You know, Uncle no more measurements. You know, everything is by eyesight. You know, because I'm so used to making them. I never measure anything when I'm cooking, so you know, and I kind of cut up a lot of cabbage and shrimp, more than I would need. So next up, gang, is the carrots, okay? You gotta get carrots inside your lumpia. I mean, it's a must. Not just because it tastes good, but also the color that it adds to the lumpia. So let's go peel up some and grate some carrots, and we'll shred it up. Keep in mind, gang, this grater costs Uncle only $3.49. What a deal Uncle get. So yes, the burger is cheap, but it's effective. So, you know, Uncle usually use about a pound of pork, okay? So with a pound of pork, I kind of eyeballing all my fillings. So I'm going to add the filling one by one and mix them up, and then that can determine the amount I'm going to use. You know, I love this scraper. I just picked up this scraper. You know, Uncle loves kitchen aids, and this scraper is actually, I think it's a dough cutter, but it's good for scraping up fine vegetables, you know, and put them in the bowls, yeah? So anyway, Uncle add the carrots to the cabbage. I told you that scraper is really good, Uncle. I love this scraper. So Uncle going to mix them up. And if I feel like I need more color or more carrots, I can add more, okay? So let's mix them up. So, like I said, we're going to start adding the filling, okay? Garlic. Don't forget the garlic. You need the garlic, guys, okay? Oh, garlic tastes so good. This lumpia going to taste so good. So dice them up real good, okay? I use maybe like about, actually, honestly, 4 to 5 cloves of garlic. See, there goes my scraper. It's so easy. You guys gotta get one of these. I'm telling you. So we get that all chopped up. Next up is the onion. Okay? You need the onion. It's the flavor part. You need that onion to add flavor to the garlic and marry with all the other ingredients. Okay. And just with the onions, I could just dice them up too. Okay. It's not rocket science. I mean, it's really simple, easy. Chop them up, Uncle, sometimes, well, not sometimes, all the time, I take out that middle part. I don't know why. I don't like that middle part. That nut, or the seed. Yeah, Uncle always try to remove them all before I start dicing them up. So continue to dice up all onions into small pieces, and then after this, I think we're ready and set to go. I'm gonna start making some lumpia, guys. Okay, that tastes so good. Okay, so here we go. First up, I'm gonna fire up this flame, get them all high. I'll put this on a regular pan. That pan gotta be hot, really hot. I'm gonna add some olive oil to the pan, and then we're gonna wait till this thing get hot. Okay, once you get hot, we're gonna start frying up the pork. Okay. There we go. This is about a pound and a half of pork. This makes probably like maybe about, I would say, what, 15 to 18 lumpias. All depends how thick you roll up your lumpias. So just brown up this pork, okay? All Uncle doing, gang, just browning the pork. That's all you gotta do. So Uncle like to prepare all of my ingredients by actually cooking them all, okay? So when I actually deep fry them, the flavors are already infused. Well, that's what I think, but that's the way Uncle cook them, and I like it that way. I tried the other way. To me, actually, it made a difference. So here, Uncle gonna walk, and I'm gonna add the garlic and the onions, and I'm just gonna saute that. Okay, just till the thing get translucent, or you're gonna smell this unreal fragrance of the garlic and the onions. And once you smell that, you know the thing is ready. So you don't want to overcook it too. Okay. Be careful, keep stirring them up, okay? Easy, very easy. Anybody can do this. If Uncle can do them, you can do them. Now, Uncle going to add the pork to them, okay? Add the pork back. And mix all that together. You see, Uncle put some dish soap and some water in my previously hot pan that I used, so that after the fact it'll be easy for washing dishes. Yes, Uncle always think about that too, because Uncle make a lot of dishes every time I cook. Okay, so here we go, gang. We're just mixing up the onions, the garlic, and then the pork. Already smelling good, I gotta tell you guys. Real simple. See, and you're gonna add some salt, maybe a couple pinches of salt. I would say about maybe about a tablespoon to a tablespoon and a half. You need some pepper. You gotta add the pepper. Because this is your base, guys. Yeah, so this is where you start making the flavors start accumulating. I mean the smell. I mean with all of these seasoning ingredients. Okay, patis. You gotta add some patis. Okay. Get one small little cup of bowl, gang. Because last time Uncle just poured from the bottle, I made a mistake and blood came out. So Uncle get a small little cup. Because all you need is probably like about a tablespoon, or maybe actually a teaspoon. But this thing is really flavorful. So those who don't like that salty, fishy taste, and don't add too much of that. But let me tell you, it's gonna burn off, but it's gonna add flavor. Okay? It's one thing about patis. It smells bad, but it's really good. It doesn't taste like how it smells after it's cooked. Some Worcestershire sauce. Okay, add some Worcestershire sauce. Again, Uncle just eyeballing everything because I can smell. When you smell, you can actually taste. You can lighten up the Worcestershire sauce with some light aloe soyu. Okay, gotta use aloe soyu, guys. Okay, because gotta have the aloe. Okay, but mix it up. Mix this all up. Okay. Gosh, this thing smells so good, guys. I'm telling you. Now Uncle gonna add the shrimp. Okay. And again, Uncle just checking out how much shrimp I'm using, because sometimes I don't like too much shrimp. I don't like too little bit of shrimp. I want to make sure I get a shrimp in every bite. Mix them all up. Yeah. And if you need more, if you want more, it's all to your liking. Then Uncle gonna add the cabbage and then the carrots. So you see, adding a little at a time, because then I want to make sure that I don't have too much cabbage that overpowers the pork. Okay. Mix all that up, and then if I feel I need more cabbage, I'll add more. If not, that's it. That's my filling. but I think I'm gonna need a little bit more cabbage. Okay, this time I turn off the flame. Yes, I gonna add a little bit more cabbage. I think I need a little bit more cabbage. So that's why I said sometimes you have to make more of the filling, like the carrots, the cabbage, the shrimp, because sometimes you're gonna add more or less, but that's how I cook. Better to have more than less. So mix them all up and get this thing real colorful. Okay, I'm gonna taste some. You know what? I think I need a little bit more salt. So always taste your food, gang. You gotta taste them before you actually start rolling up this filling with the lumpia wrappers. Okay. Last thing and not last thing, I can always use is sugar. Okay. I would say about a couple teaspoons of sugar. Yeah. No, we're not gonna be sweet, gang. You're just gonna make enhance the salt, the garlic, the onion. That's what sugar does. And just mix them all up. Okay. We're just about done. Okay, so I'm gonna take this whole thing, and I'm gonna strain them. I'm gonna tell you what. You see all that liquid? The liquid is from the cabbage, the carrots, especially from the cabbage. The cabbage, when you cook cabbage, it releases a lot of water. And Uncle don't want a wet filling, while I'm rolling into my lumpia wrappers, because the wetness of that can actually tear the lumpia. So strain that whole filling, everything, just strain it, okay? And after you strain it, I'm gonna put this in a bowl, cover them, and then hey gang, this is one important thing. You gotta put them in ice box for at least 20 to 30 minutes, okay? So I'm gonna put them in a bowl. I'm gonna cover them with saran wrap. Oh man, look at all my dishes I'm gonna make. You see? Beneath that walking more dishes. My countertop, and I still get the pan on the stove. That's the fun part, gang. It's about cooking. Yeah, a lot of cleanup to do. Yes, see, I can wash dishes. I kind of like washing while I cooking. Yeah, so easier that way. Okay, so anyway, gang, we're gonna use this wrappers called. It's called lumpia wrappers. Okay, so you can find this in any market. Okay, as long as they say lumpia wrappers, not egg roll wrappers. Okay, because we make a lumpia. To be honest, I don't know what the difference is between egg rolls and lumpia. They're all the same to me. One of the tips I like give you guys is get a wet paper towel, okay? Because when you defrost this thing, you don't want it to dry out, okay? Because once it dries out, I mean, it's gonna tear apart. And if it's too wet, it's gonna tear apart too. So you want to get it right in between, okay? So each time you're taking peeling off of these lumpia wrappers, make sure to cover the lumpia wrappers with a wet paper towel or maybe a wet cheesecloth, okay? Some cornstarch and some water. That's like my glue to seal the ends of the lumpia wrapper. So basically it's about a tablespoon, and I just pour water inside. Uncle really don't even know. Sometimes I don't even know why I'm making this glue. But it does work. So I use some of this, and then sometimes the cornstarch settles to the bottom. So while I'm making a lumpia, I just mix them with my finger. So I got my filling out of the ice box. It should be nice and firm, kind of cool, not wet. And at this point, I like to add green onions. Okay? I add them last because I don't like to cook my green onions with everything. They're just gonna get wilted. So I just gonna add it at the last moment, because, like again, we're gonna fry this up, and then again cook the green onions. So I don't like overcook my green onions. Okay? And I love green onions, so I'm gonna add as much green onions as I love to eat. As much as I love to eat green onions, yes. So I'm gonna just add. Mix them all up. Look how good this looks. Look how colorful this looks, yeah? Really good. When you're peeling these wrappers, I usually like to start at one corner, find one of the openings on one corner, and I like to wrap the edges around. This is a tip Uncle I give you, because sometimes this can be a real task, when you're trying to peel these lumpia wrappers. You gotta be very, very careful and gentle with this thing. So I start at one edge, and then I go around the edge. I try to take up the edges, and as as I go around pulling the edges, I kind of pulling a little bit in the middle too, but I never start just pulling them straight out from the top to the bottom. See, Uncle go around the edges, you know. If anybody know a better way for Uncle to remove these wrappers, please let Uncle know. Comment on the bottom. And this is the part that Uncle don't like to do because it's very time consuming, but it's part of cooking, eh? See how I go around the edges? So I go around the edges and then slowly but surely it comes right off in the middle. And again, don't forget covering the paper towel, okay? So we're gonna roll our first lumpia, okay? Get my filling. And rolling lumpia is a little bit of a technique. Yeah, you gotta roll and pull, sort of like roll, tuck, and pull, okay? And again, also determines how much filling you put in one lumpia. So I'm gonna use probably like a couple of tablespoons of lumpia per roll. So it's my first tablespoon. As you can see, I get this lumpia wrapper in a diamond shape. Yeah, you want it the points pointing towards you and pointing out. Okay, and at this point, just shape them nice like a log. You know, get them nice and even. I'm gonna wipe my paper towel because this thing is really greasy. It has to be greasy and like pull a wrapper and a wrapper rip. Okay. So when you roll these wrappers, gang, when you grab your bottom end, you sort of like gotta fold it over, yeah? Go over and tuck and roll it, okay? So go over, I tuck it with my finger and I pull back and I kind of tuck it in and roll it. Grab the edges and squeeze the edges together, and again, I'm using my fingers to tuck and roll it, okay? See how I roll it? Now we go with the corn starch and water, and then we're gonna get this glue sticking to the lumpia wrapper, okay? So we can make our final seal. Okay? See? And that's it. Look how beautiful they look, eh? Look at that. Look how nice they look. I gotta tell you, these lumpias, Uncle is very meticulous when I roll lumpias because I don't like them too loose or too tight. Okay, so I'll grab one more. I'm not going to do all of them, okay, because it's kind of like, doesn't make sense, right? You're watching Uncle roll 15, 20 lumpias. I'm going to show you a couple more because it is slightly of a technique that you need. If you make a mistake, don't worry. Just throw it on lumpia wrapper and then use the filling again and try again, okay? So get them nice and even as possible in the log, okay? And again, I'm going to wipe my hands because it's kind of really wet and greasy in my hands. So I'm going to paper towel, okay? Now we're going to grab the end, we're going to fall right over and we're going to pull back a little bit and use our fingers to tuck them in and roll. See that? And I bring the ends together, get it tight, and then tuck and roll. See? And kind of like pulling towards you. And when you put in a cornstarch, that glue, make sure you actually get that real wet. You're going to see that that's the most important key to sealing the ends. Get it really wet. I'm going to show you on the next one. The last one I'm going to show you is the color of the lumpia wrapper when I add the glue. Okay? It's kind of translucent it turns because otherwise it's not going to stick when you fry it to come up. Okay, we'll do one more. Last one, gang. Okay? They're nice and even. Grab the end, go pull and right over. And tuck your finger in and pull towards you. And if sometimes you come out from the end, just tuck them back in. Just push them back in. See, sometimes you come out, just stick them back in, okay? And then fold over the sides, both sides, get them folded tightly. Then use your fingers to tuck and roll. See, tuck and roll. And pull them towards you. Excuse me, pull it towards you. Now, you see that cornstarch water? I want to show you that you got to put plenty, you know. Get that ends translucent. And you see how much water Uncle put? And just roll it. That's it. Third lumpia. Look, see? Perfect. Look how pretty that lumpia looks, yeah? Imagine. Okay. So gang, Uncle go finish up the rest and let's start frying them up. So Uncle still got a little bit more filling left, but I could make at least 10 of those lumpia rolls. But keep in mind, gang, like I said, the 1 pound, actually, you could make at least 18 or 20 rolls, okay? So let's get this pan hot again. And this time I'm going to use good old Western oil. You don't need any kind of expensive oil for this, okay? Because we're just going to fry them up, okay? So $4.99 Western oil. I'm telling you, this dinner going to be so good, and yet you will spend less money on all the ingredients. So you will save money than going out and eat. And you get leftovers. So also, gang, don't forget you need your wire rack, parchment paper to catch all the oil, okay? So Uncle just waiting till this thing get hot and heated. One way Uncle check is a stick of chopstick, and once that chopstick starts sizzling at that point, okay, the burger ready for go, man, ready for fry. Okay, so she should be hot. So we're gonna start adding a lumpia to the hot oil, okay? Now the temperature in the hot oil gonna vary too, okay? Because once you start putting in uh, cold food, anything cold, the temperature gonna drop. But in this case, it's lumpia wrappers. Um, it's not gonna change temperature that much, okay? But it will get hot though, the oil. So watch as you frying these lumpia rolls. Keep in mind, gang, you gotta check them every so often because the flame gets kind of hot. If it gets brown too fast, then lower the flame a little bit, okay? So you want it to brown evenly and you don't want to burn it. This is about the color you want. You see the color? Not just checking the bottom. So you want to rotate them around, yeah? But this is a nice golden color, brown golden color. You have no burn marks, okay? So you can burn your lumpia. Let me tell you, no, not gonna taste as good as you burn them. You know. So when ready, you just drain them and put them on a wire rack. Let it rest. Okay. And that's how you fry the lumpia again. It's so simple and so easy. Anybody can do this. And it tastes so good. Okay. The next batch again, same thing. Okay. I'm gonna spend time frying up the whole bunch, but anyway, this is it, okay? So the way Uncle loved to eat this lumpia, a lot of people like that chili sauce, that sweet sauce. No, Uncle is gonna use Coleman's mustard. Try it one time this way. If you don't like it, fine. You can switch over, okay? But I usually take this Coleman paste and I put a little bit, maybe about a tablespoon. I'm gonna make kind of plenty because I get like 20 lumpia rolls I need. So you're gonna add that Coleman's mustard powder to a small bowl. You're gonna add some water. It's like Chinese paste. You know, when you go to a Chinese restaurant, they get that mustard paste. That's what you're making, basically. Okay, mix them all up. You're just making one light paste. Okay, some a little whisk. I found that whisk. Yeah, I'm not gonna tell you how much that cost. Okay, but I love that whisk for things like this. You see that little whisk? I grab a little bit, you know, of that mixture you made, and you can add aloha soy sauce. Okay? And just stir them up, mix them up. Again, if you don't like them this way, gang, you can add sweet chili paste with some sriracha sauce and a little bit rice vinegar and mix them up. You get your sweet sauce, okay? For me, I feel like I'm kind of on the hot side, you know. So this is my finished lumpia, gang, and I gotta tell you, it came out perfect, just how I expected. Look at the lumpia wrapper, nice and golden brown. You get the variety of vegetables, you get your pork. I'm gonna show you how I eat them, okay? So here's my hot mustard, or Coleman's mustard. No, it's not hot, okay? It's just Coleman's mustard. It's a little spicy, okay? But I'm gonna take this sauce that I made. And this is how I eat my lumpia. I take a tablespoon of that sauce and just pour it down the middle. And I just take a bite. Oh my gosh. The crunch of this thing, the ingredients, the seasoning, it just blends. It's unbelievable, gang. You gotta try them, okay? So, gang, go ahead and try Uncle's lumpia, okay? Look at that, I just going crazy over his lumpia. Don't forget the rice, you need the rice. So again, Uncle had so much fun shooting this video, and I hope you enjoyed watching me cook. And don't forget, if there is watercress available, you want to actually cut up the watercress and add it to the lumpia as you're rolling it. Keep in mind that the watercress, the end part of those stems, is the best part to add to the lumpia because it adds some kind of a crunch to it, you know. Add mushrooms, you know, lumpia is, Filipino style lumpia is anything you want to put inside, okay? Just don't forget the pork, okay? Because that's what makes the lumpia, okay? But add shrimp, add mushrooms, you know, like I said, if you had watercress that day, I want to put watercress inside. So, you know, hey, use your imagination, okay? But like I said, I really enjoyed making this video and I really enjoy eating them too. So, keep in mind that Uncle love the hot mustard, the Coleman's hot mustard. That's the way Uncle eat them. With a bottle of beer, I mean, come on. One of them, very one of them, okay? But if you prefer a sweet side, use a sweet chili paste, a sweet chili sauce, okay? You have some sweet chili sauce, put them in a bowl, put some sriracha on top, put at least about a tablespoon of rice vinegar, mix them up, and you can, you know, dip them in that too, okay? But hey gang, thank you for watching my very first cooking video, and I appreciate your support, and stay safe, stay healthy, and just be kind out there, okay? Smile, okay? Till then, till my next video, take care, stay healthy. Aloha gang.